I might have been out in the field, might have been when I had this wire out, was when we were at the Biden thing. That's how little I've been shooting lately. It's been a not that you care, but anyway. Oh yeah. Yeah, they didn't have it high enough. They put us out there, we're on top of each other. We're just like crazy. Yeah, that was kind of that shit sound. Alright. Maybe just flip up on the phone if you want to. Yeah, at 7:45, yeah, that's what we're setting up for. Do y'all see it on y'all's screen? Before I let you go, the problem is I accidentally, now I think about it, I have it in my pocket, but I'm going to just step in front of this thing. Can you just make sure I've got good audio? Because I'm probably going to stick it. It's kind of noisy out here, and he'll probably be talking. Yeah, just let me know if it sounds good and all that good stuff. So, all right, I sound good. You don't hear too many trucks or anything. This is what's going to sound like. Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye. Y'all need audio checks? Talking. Leaning tower. All right, I'm talking the microphone behind me, and something happened. Hopefully, it sounds good. We don't just hear engine rumble in box 55. Like a rock or something. It's something like government thing to prop it up, but I guess we will, right? I hope that we get another airplane in a second and it'll be good. Oh, that's random. It's like a random rock with a leaf on it. How you doing? I'm doing well.
Does everybody sound good? Oh. Of the apartment homes in Building 4. Building 4 has 4 total units in it, and the apartment manager on site informed us that there are a total of 15 occupants that occupy those 4 units. All 15 occupants have been accounted for. There was no one that was injured as a result of this fire from being inside during the time of the fire. So everyone that lives in those units is safe and accounted for. Crews had to make an excellent stop here because there is a firewall in between the 2 units. So you have a or by flames because they were able to stop the fire in its tracks. We do have one firefighter that is being transported as a precaution due to having some debris fall on him while he was working in the fire. But at this point, there's nothing life-threatening about the injuries, just being transported as a precaution.
Was the entire unit, those 4 units, that whole unit destroyed?
The building itself right now, NES has cut the power to that building, so all of those units, all of those occupants are going to be displaced, but it is not a complete loss. As I stated, the firefighters did an excellent job in making that stop, so there is 1 unit that may be fairly unaffected, and then the other 3 are going to be heavily affected.
And how many families roughly?
I'm not sure of the number of families, I just know that there's a total of 15 occupants between those 4 units.
We don't know the cause.
The cause is still undetermined, but fire investigators are on the scene at this time. They will be entering the building tonight to see if they can determine what caused this fire.
Was there any worry about the gas lines? I saw a few bunch up here. Was there any worry about that?
We always bring in those extra agencies as a source of precaution. Right now it's not a concern, but I do believe that they may have done a shut-off on that particular building. So any sources of power or gas that are running into that building are going to be shut down as a precaution for our personnel, but also so that there's not a continued fire or anything re-sparks or rekindles.
We know if people were in the apartment that started the fire?
So there were occupants present when we arrived on the scene. It appears that they may have been inside when the fire started, but everyone was out when we arrived on the scene that was here. There were some occupants that were not present at the time of the fire, but we have accounted for all 15 occupants.
Now, and obviously cut power to that building. Are there any other buildings that are going to not have power tonight or anything like that?
Interestingly, this building is actually a standalone building, so it sits by itself. There's nothing else attached to it in regards to buildings. So it's just going to be this one building that's going to be affected by power as far as I'm concerned. I believe NES was able to isolate the power to that one building.
No additional challenges tonight with putting it out or anything?
Other than the heat, our firefighters often are, working in all types of weather conditions. Heat is one of those conditions, and when you put them inside of a fire, essentially put them in a box with fire and add water, you've got steam. And so you can imagine that those conditions are extremely hot, extremely fatiguing. So you will see them on the scene doing rehab, making sure that they don't get overexerted and that they are healthy and safe as they try to fight this fire.
I'm sorry, did you say the firefighter that we saw being taken away, was that related to heat?
No, it was a precaution due to debris falling on him.
Okay. Is he being taken away, or?
He was being transported as a precautionary measure the last I knew. They may have done some further evaluation and decided that he didn't need that, but as far as I know, he was being transported as a precautionary measure.
And from you all arriving on scene to how long did it take y'all to get this one out?
Well, out is subjective because they're going to continue to be on the scene for the next probably 45 minutes to an hour doing a process called salvage and overhaul. And it's where they'll go through and pull down ceiling or roofing where there may be a little bit of fire in one area that's not big enough for them to see necessarily without doing that additional work, but it would eventually cause a rekindle overnight if it were not attended to. So that's a process that they do after the fire is knocked down, but they go in and make sure that in those small meticulous areas that there is no fire and that they can put it out and probably use foam to suppress that chance of rekindling.
I'm talking about just like the main, like out of control, now it's under back control. How long did that take?
I'd have to look. I'm not certain.
Like half hour.
I don't want to.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's fine.
We've covered quite a few fires in this complex in the last few years. You mentioned the kind of like 2 floors, 2 separate. Is there anything unique about the buildings here where fire can spread more easily? It's just kind of, we've come here a lot in the last year.
Yeah, apartment fires have been increasing over the last year, not just at this location, but we've done several apartment fires, unfortunately. A lot of those are accidental. Some of those are arson, and that's why our investigators are going to be looking for those. But that's something that our community risk reduction team looks into. So this fire tonight will be actually under review to see what caused it when that determination is made. And if there is a similarity between the causes, then our group will come out and actually give some information to the residents on how to prevent things like that from happening. And when they have a good example of their neighbor and not having a place to stay because of a fire, whether it was an accident or what have you, then they're able to see firsthand how those tips can help them kind of save their property and maybe their life.
Red Cross, are they on the scene to help this place handle?
We have called out the Red Cross. I don't believe they have made it to the scene just yet, but they definitely have been called out and will be here to assist those that are displaced.
About how many are displaced?
15 total occupants out of those 4 units.
Can you just say and spell your name?
Absolutely. Kendra Loney, KendraLoney, Nashville Fire Department Public Information Officer.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you guys.
Glad you remember that. I forgot we didn't get that.
Well, as we were going, I was like, can I get that?
No, I'm glad you said that. I forgot over in the beginning. You totally put my mind. All right. Oh, cool.
And everything else.
Timber.
There you go. Is this yours?
All right. Let's get the bracket. Yep. Oh, Lord. All right.
It's going to stand.
No problem. What's great about a mic stand, unlike a PA or a intern, it doesn't have to sit down. All right. Have I met you before?
Brandon.
Are you new?
Yeah, Brandon.
Derek, nice to meet you. Where you from? Baton Rouge?
Yeah.
Okay. That's one state I don't think I've been to yet.
You ever been to Louisiana?
Nope.
You gotta check it out, man. Get some of that good food.
Oh yeah. I was pretty close to there the other day. Oh, it was my station calling. I was in Mobile over the weekend. Husband got married down there. Hello.
Hey, it's Joey.
Hey Joey. What's up? Yeah. Oh, it's all good. Oh, don't worry, it's all good, man. I'm not gonna pull that.
PIO still around?
I don't know if she went that way, so I'm not sure. That's not her. That's not her.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, why don't we head on back?